Hello Anderson County, this is Brett Sanders, County Councilman District 4, doing a recap for Anderson County Council meeting on 6/14/21. First thing on our agenda tonight was a report from the ad hoc committee on purchasing, and there were some changes come about to help streamline our ordinances. It's really a way we increase some limits, give them a little more flexibility to help try and get some local businesses in here, speed up the process, clean up some verbiage, and also there were some things that we changed on our retention on contracts on our roads or paving to match the state. We had no ordinances third reading. On our second readings, we had ordinance 21-032, which was an ordinance to amend the zoning map for 0.13 acres or 103 acres, and also 21-033, a rezoning on 1.25 acres over on Jackson Circle in my district, and it was changed from R20 single family to RD residential duplex. There were some issues that arose at first. The developer got with the community and the neighbors and decided to put some tighter restrictions on other properties that he owns adjacent to that, and the property that is in discussion is actually close to the highway, and it's actually a better fit for that area and that property, and that passed second reading. We also had 21-034, which was in Ms. Wilson's district, ordinance to zone 1.0 acres from C2 highway commercial to S1 service district. Ms. Wilson wasn't able to be here tonight, but that's on 104 and 106 Chippewa Lane in Williamston, and that passed. And I think Ms. Wilson had said prior that it was a better fit for the area, and she was pushing for that as well. Another one in her district was ordinance 2021-035, was 18 acres that was in planned development R20 single family that they have actually requested to change to residential agriculture. That passed, and that's on the 702 Belton Highway. We also had an ordinance to amend sections 38-31, 38-313, and 38-314 of our Code of Ordinances under stormwater. And just to really summarize it up, it was to clarify stormwater permitting on summary plats on more than 1 acre, and it actually came down from DHEC or the state to tighten up our ordinances to better align with the state. Ordinance first reading, we had ordinance 2021-042, an ordinance to do a fee in lieu agreement with a project between Anderson County and Project Amelia, which is a $13 million investment. It was a similar agreement. They had done one project, and now they're expanding to do another project, and this was allowing them to do an additional project. 21-043 was another fee in lieu agreement with what's called Project Limestone, and it was a $31 million investment, and right now it is, I guess as much as I can give, is speculative industrial warehouse type space or industrial park. 2021-44 was a fee in lieu agreement between Anderson County and Project Flay, which was an ag manufacturing that was a $29.6 million investment. It was going to create 41 jobs with an average pay of $20.66 per hour with health and benefits. We also had an ordinance to amend the development of the York County Business Park, which is a reciprocal relationship that we have with Greenville, and this is actually a Simpsonville project, but by allowing this, the county gets to participate in 1% of the tax revenues generated on that project. 3 resolutions tonight. I'm going to combine these. All it was it's really resolution 2021-29 through 31, and it is Project Amelia, Project Limestone, and Project Flay. And what this resolution does, it basically allows the county to enter into an agreement with these entities to move forward. We had some change orders or bid approvals on pause. We started out, we were doing one section of the dog park, which it's not really a dog park. There's going to be an amphitheater, walking trail, so it's going to be a public facility that everyone can use and take their dogs or pets out there with them. They're out there now doing, we had substantial donations, the Paws donations, and we decided to go ahead and do the second stage of it, and actually that'll complete the project out there. We had a change order on the Green Pond Amphitheater. It was to the sum of about $163,000, but what that is going to do is allow more ADA parking. They're going to do some staining and sealing on the amphitheater, the concrete itself, a weigh-in dock, and I call it a T-dock out at the corner of the amphitheater, and then irrigation for the side out there. So great stuff that's continually bringing people into the county. We also had an aircraft maintenance provider. We sent out RFQs for aircraft maintenance. The county is no longer in aircraft maintenance. We were the last, I think, county-owned and operated airport in South Carolina that actually provided maintenance. I'm glad that the county has stepped away from that side. The liability alone is very substantial, and I think that privatizing it and taking the county out of the picture was a smart and great move on council's part and our administration. And that bid went to a local business here, which I'm excited to see out there, was D&S Enterprise, and hopefully they can come in, get acclimated, get some of the leases and things of that nature signed up, and we'll be able to have private maintenance out there in the next couple of months. And then there was a RFP, request for proposal on 2010-37, and it was to award a host compliance company which does short-term rentals. And what is happening is, like our VRBOs and things of that nature, a host company is going to actually look into some of the VRBOs and short-term rentals. There is an accommodations tax that all our local hotels, motels, and things of that nature pay. VRBO people pay it, and a company came in and done a study, and we realized that there are, I think it was the equivalent of 2 hotels or motels that we were missing out on, that some people are paying, some are not. This company will get everyone on the same page to make sure that the playing field is level for everyone, and that money goes to a good cause. It comes back in to promote tourism and things of that nature, so I think that overall will be a good project. We had 2 roads that we accepted in on Hillendale Way and Blythorn Way off of Highway 29, and that pretty much sums up our meeting. I'd just like to say Happy Father's Day to my dad and all the fathers out there coming up, and tell my mom that I love her. Our next council meeting will be on the 3rd Tuesday in July will be our next council meeting.